Who messaged me? Great timing as always. Hi! I just want to like jump into it because I'm just like, I'm gonna be gone anyways. If you want my life story, just go on my Instagram. If you want more anime content, go on my Instagram. I changed my name to Otaku Chou. So if you don't know the context of this video, if you have read the title, you have no idea what's going on. Basically, my last two videos I made, the last time I posted on YouTube, were about anime plush dolls, and that was well received, honestly. So thank you to all the comments and all the questions and just like all the love. I believe their username was like Little Neat. Shout out to them because not only have they commented on like past videos, like they found me and commented so much on those like past videos I did, like the zine videos and also the plushie videos. They're so kind and sweet. So please shout out to them. I wish you had like social media or something. So shout out to actual social media. And then like I found actually someone who watched my videos and also followed me on Instagram, and they also had like plushies, the same kind of plushies like I have. We talked together in private. Shout out to her. Her name, or their name, is Tiny Zulu, which is basically like Zoro and Luffy put together, like their ship name. So shout out to them. They are so freaking sweet, and they were the one that actually tell me that TTAGS made their own website. In those videos, it's just about anime plush dolls, literally just like a plush doll that you can like become originally naked and you can put clothes on them. And they are so cute and I was so obsessed with them. I still am obsessed with them. I want to buy these Zoro and Luffy ones I saw a few days ago. So tempted. I have cooled down since then, like not crazily cooled down. Obviously made videos about it because I was so into it. I want to like spread the information. I did an unboxing video for it, and then I also did an information video about it where I explained like what they are, where they came from, small like extra details about them, where you can buy them, things like that. And in that video I also mentioned custom dolls. Some creators or some sellers can make customs for you, and some people actually commented about that because I mentioned I was gonna do it at one point. They asked if I ever did go into it or like how's it been so far, and I originally already did think about making a video about that, and then seeing those comments I was like spurred on to do more, and I'm finally doing it. I had this plushie for a while now. I recorded the unboxing when I first got it. I was torn in like doing the unboxing and explaining everything in there, or just filming a separate part of the video where I explain everything and then go into the unboxing, which what this part is, because you'll see the unboxing I think later in this video. I wanted to first message the seller slash the creators like if they wanted me to restrict what I'm saying, and now I have confirmed it. They said, quote, "Of course you can, please go ahead. I don't think there's anything in particular to leave out. Would be nice if you give us your honest opinion on the process and areas to improve on," end quote. So that is from TTAGS. I called them in like my two old videos, TTAGSX. I think they go by both. Right now it's TTAGS. I'm supposed to keep saying the X, but right now it's TTAGS. They have moved now to their own website instead of their Etsy, if you didn't know that. They also have a Twitter and an Instagram. Highly recommend following those because they will release or like give you updates on what new dolls they're putting up. That being said, this is what this video is basically about. Me talking about my custom doll that I did and how that process went, and at the end you'll see me unboxing and my full thoughts on that. I have the text message on Etsy, so I will be going through the entire chat, giving you dates, giving you everyday like money and whatever, and of course like include pictures on the screen as I go. So buckle in. Grab your babies if you have the babies already, or like grab your notebook so you can take notes on if you are going to do this, you have a general idea what's going on. So I messaged these guys a long time ago. I first messaged them this year on March 30th. Did I really message them that late? I messaged them at 11:35 p.m. I guess it was an impulse midnight purchase. Okay, hi, I'm interested in a custom doll. I have a design drawn out but not in digital form. May I see more of your sample art, or do you have an art Instagram? So I guess the thought process was this. I already had designs drawn up for my Luffy doll, and then I also wanted to do a Black Star. Black Star had a lot more detail and a lot more thought into it, and that's a character I extremely love. So I went with Luffy first because it was simpler, and so if there was a chance to fuck up or I wasn't satisfied, at least it was something simple. I didn't spend like $200. But I think Black Star, he's giving me like $200. I feel like I have so much like ideas or embroidery designs for him. I've always liked art and drawings. It was fine for me to draw something out and just have something planned out and like something in mind. Then the whole thing when I said, damn. When I said, do you have more sample art, do you have art Instagram? So I wanted to see the style of their art, because there are some artists on Instagram that do like custom design or custom or commission works. I want to see like what TTAG is at. TTAG, I'm gonna just call them tags because that's a long ass name to be going to what their style was, so I can like Because I'm so particular. I will say that right now. I am so particular. So everything I say, it's gonna be like my true honest facts. If their art was kind of I would probably have gone with like the other people's styles. They do have sample art now on their account. They show a bunch of like other designs they have done for other people. They have my Luffy on there as well. So they are building that library of like examples and pictures. And then they messaged me March 30th. They said, hello, no worries about it. We can convert your design into a digital version through our production team, so it sounds like there's more people than just this one person messaging me. They don't have art Instagram or any sample art in particular, so we'll just have to provide them a chibi drawing of the doll and the details you want. Details as in being animal ears, tattoos, or other embroideries, and we'll get started from there and get a quota from their team. So the first thing you'll deal with is object design process. And since they have a production team, they have to make sure they have the design. And then they provided me some pictures they found on Google for reference. So instead of their stuff, they gave me like other artists. On March 31st, I gave them my design and the references I was using, and also just said I wanted a Luffy doll because I haven't stated that yet. Here is my design that I made myself. I first made like a full body scale. I wanted a 20cm doll, and I want a crying Luffy because I wanted like a sad or just like a different expression of Luffy that actually seemed like Luffy. And the thing I think of most about Luffy is Crybaby Luffy, because that's like his title as a kid. Child Luffy being so sad. I think it's like a really nice juxtaposition to like the Luffy you see him grow up. And I wanted a few embroidery things. So I wanted his like chest scar. I wanted like meat on one hand and then his hat on the other hand. And then on the back of his left hand, I wanted a black X. And if you don't know or don't remember, the black X was from the Alabasta arc, where it was like done to be like a support for Vivi, and this is like their friendship. And so whenever like they're leaving Alabasta and Vivi stayed, she was concerned like if they're still friends or not. And so she would run out and she screamed like, are we still friends, basically. And Luffy and them can't reply back to her in full support. Obviously they really care about her, but they can't reply back because like the Marines are there and they don't want to get Vivi in trouble and involved with the government. So because of the X that they made before the whole like battle, it's a whole moment. I'll put it in the screen as well. But they put the arms in the air to symbolize like their friendship. It's my favorite moment in the entire series so far. I literally cry when I first watched it. Every time I rewatch it or think about it, I'm like, damn bro, that's friends right there. So that's my favorite moment. So I had to have X on this Luffy doll. I think it's what really makes it stand out compared to other plushies, because I haven't seen other Luffy plushies with X on the back of his hand. You can see on the other side of the page I have different expressions or like different proportions basically. The other one was like a different eye design. The other one was a different mouth shape. But ultimately I went to the one that I originally did draw on the full body scope. You can see like all my little notes, all like the little hair details. They're usually quick to reply, so next day in the afternoon I literally texted like hello, and they said they had to take time to process the drawing first. I wish you kind of clarified that a little bit more, that there's gonna be a time frame between like they have to ask production. I think that's where like I misunderstood. It's kind of like a both problem thing. Me being impatient, which I am a very impatient person, but also I think they have clarified, okay, so we can work with you, yes, just make sure we ask the production team first, and that's gonna take some time. Okay, that's why I was impatient, because I replied to them afterwards saying, oh, I thought I had to pay first and then you'll draw. Because that's how usually like our commissions are. If you send them what you want, that person would just agree on the spot why not to do it, and then they'll like say yes, we'll do it, and then they'll send you like the invoice via PayPal or whatever, and then just get to drawing. So that's how I thought it was, but it looks like again they have a team. On April 5th, they messaged me first, or messaged me back and said, hello, our production team said they'll be able to make the design. The design will be $12 USD, and they created a customs option for me to check out on. Let me see how much I paid exactly, because there's always tax. So I paid $12, but with tax, $12.82. I think the price went up a little bit after some time, I guess because commissions were getting popular, or maybe designs were getting more complex. I have no idea why the price went up. I guess I'm just fortunate to have that $12 price. Let me go on their website as well to see if how they listed their pricings out now. Step 1 on their website, their new website, it says submit a doll design artwork. So to begin production, we first need to review the doll design artwork to determine the complexity of the doll. If you do not have a doll design art, you can commission us to design your doll for you. So if you have no art experience and have no way of to design it, but you have an idea, you can do that. So I guess that's why you had to have a like time frame to get that figured out, so you can figure out if you want to do the doll or not. If you already have your own design illustration, you can send it to us to review through the email, their Instagram, or Twitter in the chat box on their website. Note, you must provide proof that illustration is drawn by yourself or commissioned. We will not make dolls designed by anyone else other than yourself. We do not replicate dolls due to legal and copyright infringement issues. Depending on the artwork, we may need to charge an additional fee for converting the artwork into a doll-like form. I'm not sure what that means. And then you'll pay for the dot production. Our dot production will provide you with a quota and feedback on the dot design, if any. So I guess if it's getting too complex, they'll let you know, they'll figure it out. We'll create custom listing for you if the price and production time is agreeable. For a unique off-kind doll that belongs to you, production starts from full production, not just the design, but full production starts at $100 USD. I'll get to more in that later. April 14th, so almost 10 days later, they got my design ready. Took my drawing, added line art, added color, and then they asked me what did I think. I believe on their old listing they talked about how once you pay and they draw everything up, you get like 5 chances to change the design, and not like big changes, it's like minor changes. So this is where I get to be a little bit ahead of myself. So I will take that and take advantage of like I can draw a little bit and I have resources to actually draw and do things myself, which made this process in designing easier for me, so I can get exactly what I wanted, which I guess is good because I am particular and I don't want to put them through like that strain of like, oh, I don't like the hair, oh, I don't like the color, which I kind of did, real key, that's a me issue. So when I first saw the Luffy, he's cute, I will agree. I just didn't like the hair, and I wanted him to be tan. It just makes more sense to me. I prefer that because also I have a lot of other characters more on like the fair side. I wanted like a tanner kind of doll. So and Luffy was an opportunity to do that. Black Star is too. So when I do Black Star, I want him to be tan as well. The only thing I couldn't do was change the line art for certain things. So like the mouth, the eyes, eye wrinkles or eye lines. And then I couldn't change the skin tone. I gave like a sample color. But it's hard to find the right sample color if you're just like not doing it yourself. So you'll see me actually struggle with that later. I want to change the color of the X because I think it was a dark blue when I saw it based on my screen, but I wanted it in like pure black. And then I wanted his eyes to be closer, change the mouth shape. It was nice to do that as well, to be able to like come in with like actually write in on the, like the picture actually and draw like circles and arrows what I want to exactly change. I believe I spent the entire morning literally not redrawing the doll, but like redrawing the thing. So like as I said, I didn't like the hair and I made a few changes. I did the touch-ups myself because I need to visually see the differences side by side. Here's what I did on my iPad. So I changed the hair, I put the eyes closer, I made the mouth bigger. Oh, there you go, I made the mouth bigger. Oh, I reshaped the eye drop. The eye drop was kind of tiny, so I redrew that myself. Sent them my pictures in my comment, and then they messaged me 2 days later on April 16th saying it's gonna take a while to get back to me, like 2 or 3 weeks, because they had a overwhelming amount of custom dolls to do. So no problem. On May 3rd, they gave me an update on the drawing. Basically, it's like the color changes I want, a skin tone change. Which, looking at this now, I do like this Luffy. I don't know why I didn't like it. I think it was like too dark. But like looking at him now, he's so cute. What's wrong with me? Oh my god. Okay, so the face looks good. That's what I said in response. I said he was too dark. I think one of these will work. So I did include swatches. I put those swatches from pictures of Luffy on like, you know, the internet color drop, which is hard to say because like there's obviously a lot of other colors going on the picture to make the color like seem more balanced. He came back to me on May 5th, 2 days later, saying use the swatches I provided for his face. Here's an update on the lighter skin tones. They didn't use the other swatch I provided, like the kind of more tanner swatch, because it was closer to like his mouth line art. So they ended up going with the other one that's kind of like a lighter tone, and like when you put it on the actual Luffy, he looks very yellow, and I didn't like that. They said I'll go ahead and mark the order as completed and submit the design to a production team. That's where like an oopsie kind of happens. I knew even back then, like they said during the, like if you look through the listing, it says like you get to pick the skin color and the hair color. So I was like not gonna worry about it until then. So cause I could just like, oh, I like this fabric more, can I do that? So but in my head I was like low-key stressed. Since like May 5th, I can give a review for the first purchase I did, which is $12 for the art. I went ahead and did it. I don't think I can see it anymore because they're not on Etsy, but I just basically stated like the process, how it was, and like the whole thing where I had my art ready, so it was just an easier process for me, how much money, like it was cool. And then I mentioned like how I wasn't fully 100% committed because of like how he was so yellow and I wasn't okay with the skin tone. And then they saw that review. They messaged me saying they said, I saw your review about the doll design skin color. Sorry about it. I didn't think you disliked it since we used the color swatches you provided. I can still help to change it if you'd like. The 3 times max change is written there for standard purposes. Of course, I'm help to change until you're happy. I would hate if you have an artwork you dislike. And then they clarify here, also submitting the design to the team doesn't mean his skin tone will turn out like the design. We were checking if the embroidery could be done on his face and hands as they are a little detailed. For his skin color, you'll get to choose which shade you like. We'll show you the fabric swatches when production is starting. That's a me issue, not them. So, clarified, very good. They were very professional about it, very sweet about it. So, they did give me chances to like swatch colors. It was a difficult process. Again, swatching colors and stuff. If I wasn't doing it myself, I would have been like picky. Honestly, we could swatch colors forever if that was the case. But I just settled on one eventually and just like didn't draw it out. Okay, I gave them a long message about stuff. They had like, again, they had their like account off of Etsy for a little bit, so that was just a little bit on that, congratulating them to welcome them back. And I told them how I like was pulling colors from images, just explaining stuff in detail, because the review has a limit, like character limit, so I couldn't say everything. If I was able to say everything, I would write like a whole essay, but just saying how it was very yellow, and how I explained how I didn't want to say anything because we really will be cycling through colors. And then I explained also, I remember them saying how I picked his fabric, so I wasn't also worried about that, or I wasn't worried about that. I asked if we could change the color of the thread, because I'm assuming the thread color is based on the image. I don't know how exact they can get. I don't know the process for that, but I was just curious about that. If you want to change the embroidery. Yeah, saying thank you for letting me know and working with me, and sorry for being difficult. I provided more pictures on like skin tones. They used the colors from that, but also they gave me a variation of their own. As they mentioned as well, it's hard to like pick a skin tone from an image because the color in the background helps balance those pictures, so they know that. Quote, I would not recommend changing skin color during production because the fabric will be purchased once you've confirmed the one you would like. Any changes will result in longer waiting times and additional charges, as we'll need to purchase additional fabrics, etc. I didn't know that, good to know. They gave me 3 swatches. I went with, again, these tan ones are so freaking good. I don't know what was wrong with me at the time, being so freaking picky. Lord. But yeah, I ended up settling for like the variation they did, because it was a good like medium blend of like tan but not too tan. But like this one from the New World Luffy looks perfectly fine. All of that was like happening like in July 28th. I was going to contact you to see if the doll production was still going on. My review was pending or like sitting there for a long time because I wasn't sure what to say because I didn't know what was going on with the doll. So I guess that's one critique I can have. You can clarify exactly, like, now we are gonna go into a period of waiting because you are in line for this doll. I just like assumed or like was thinking, oh, they're gonna start making my doll now that we've gone through everything. But they didn't ever ask for payment, so I was like kinda in limbo. Also to say like how the pay process works, like how I said earlier, for example, when I submitted the design, they said I had to go to the production team, but I didn't think it'd be such kind of like a long wait like that. It wasn't like a long wait technically because it was only like a few days, but I wish they said like, oh, give us a couple days, and then like after those couple days, then you'll pay. Because I was assuming I was gonna pay right there, but they never gave me a listing or something like that. That's why I messaged them back so quickly, wondering what was going on. So I wish they say, okay, we're gonna send this to your production team, or to our production team. We're gonna look at it, and if we can work on it, if it's not too hard, not too complicated, that will take a couple of days. Then we'll come back and give you a custom listing to pay for the artwork, and then we'll go into 10 in the wait list of custom dolls we have, so that might take X amount of months or weeks or days, and then once we are actually getting started on your doll, we will make a custom listing for you. So I wish that's what they said. Give some clarity, some transparency of what's going on. Moving on to actually start production, they messaged me on August 5th saying, hello, thank you for your wait. Our production team is ready to work on your doll now. The total will be $100 USD just for the base doll. That's how, like, they say that on their Etsy listing at the time. $100 for the base, then $5 per embroidery. So I had 4. I've been meaning to message him about that actually. I had 4 embroideries because I had the chest, one on both of the hands, front, and then one on the back because of the X. But they only charged me for 3, so that's a little oopsie. My bad. So $15 right there, and then $5 extra for extra hair pieces, $15 for shipping. I'm guessing shipping from like China or Hong Kong to, I think they're Singapore, so shipping from there to Singapore. So I'm guessing that's what that was for, because usually their dolls, even on Etsy website, like the dolls will be free. I just confirmed the amount, they made the custom listing for me, and I just checked out right there to say my actual payment. Of course tax, and it's such a large payment, so it's a good extra bit of more money than just $135. So $135, free shipping based on there, and then almost $10 of sales tax. So it ended up being $144.48, so $145. Pretty good for like a completely custom doll, and I'm getting exactly what I want, especially with their kindness and all the work they've been doing. 3 days later, on August 8th, they messaged me saying, "Thank you for the order. We will now proceed to order materials for your doll. Here are the fabric samples available for skin colors. Take your time and choose one you would like for the doll." So they gave me 3 pictures. Kind of confusing for these pictures because some of them are like different numbers, but they look low-key different compared to other ones. I like that. I do like the pictures are in different lighting so you can kind of see them better. I wish there was more variety in the samples. That could just be a manufacturing issue for them, and it may not be TTAGS' problem. A lot of the like dark skin tones are like cool tones, which could work out for my black star, but Luffy is more on the tan or more on the warm side. This is a weird tidbit of mine. On August 9th, the day after that, and they said, "Here are the fabric swatches for hair. Please choose one you would like." For skin tone, I said if there's no other tan or darker colors, I'll go with 120. And then I said for hair, do you have better pictures? Because they're very pixelated, which it was. One of the pictures is just like a big long format, kind of like an infographic. And I was like, I could have just said like the blackest black you have because Luffy just has black hair, but I just want to like make sure and confirm the numbers. So I asked if they can provide me like a smaller version so I can see better. The tan dark color then 120 would be 167. This would be resembled. I'm just thinking like, am I reading this right? Anyways, they're just saying like that 167 is the same shade of the variation they made for it. I even did like a whole thing where I just basically cropped the fabric and put like the Luffys beside each other to see what it would match, and it's basically the same shade, so I was kind of shook. The reason why I didn't go with it because the fabric looked so pink, and I'm not a fan of pink, so that's a very petty reason. So I wanted to be safer than sorry, and that's basically what I told them. And they also included like pictures of the hair samples that are closer up, and just picked the pure black, which is number 50. I also saw more swatches for like Blue Star with his hair. I also asked if it's more tan / brown in real life. They can let me know. 120 is a very similar shade from number 80. And just depending on like the lighting, like the zoomed out ones, it did look a little more tan. 80 looks kind of like cream colored, like vanilla cream color. So I was just banking on that. They said, "No worries, we'll proceed to order number 120 for skin and number 50 for hair. We'll message you again when we have updates from our production team." Sorry I'm like shifting around so much in this video. They came back on August 13th. They sent me a picture of the embroidery design for the doll. I think it's like a digital version of it just to see what it would look like. And then they said, "Please let us know what you think. The colors and design is not the actual color that will be used in the embroidery." Yeah, because like some of it is like bright red and then other ones things are like yellow. So good to clarify that. And then I'll go ahead and start embroidering if everything's good. I gave the okay. It looks very cute, very good. And then by August 20th, 7 days later, they said we have finished the embroidery as per the embroidery design confirmed previously. We'll go ahead and complete the doll if everything is good. Again, I gave the full okay. Very good. September 20th, literally a whole month later, and the last text they sent me for this order is the doll is complete, and he sent me pictures of those, and I had thoughts. And first of all, the hair pieces were very big. In this picture, I was like, damn, this is a chunky hair piece, but they were fabric. So I was like, if they look big in person, I'll just cut them, like to be smaller. So that was my first thing. And then the face was kind of derpy, which could also just be a phone thing. But also, like, the reason why he looks low-key derpy is because they were kind of set apart. And that's why I originally pulled them closer in, like, the drawing process. Because I knew it's going to be stretched out as you stuff it with, like, with cotton or whatever. So I was like, let me put these eyes closer so that when they do stretch, they don't look too wide like an alien. But even in this picture, I'm like, it's still kind of wide. He looked kind of goofy. But other than that, like, the skin color, the colors in general for the thread, perfectly fine. I'm not mad about it. I feel like I should have made the irises bigger. So if I had a chance to redo this, I would probably make like the irises bigger just to fill in that space, and then make the eyes maybe a little bit closer. So that's all like critiques I had, but obviously saying like I don't like it after they put the entire doll together is a whole fuck up move, and I've already paid like $168. I was like, let me see what this baby looks like in real life before I fully roast this shit in my head. Not to them at all. I was not gonna be like, this is shit. But yes, that was the last of our conversation. But yes, that was the last of our conversation. So it shipped on October 17th, so almost a month later, and it arrived this October 31st. So that basically took from the end of March to the end of October. So that's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So 8 months, which is not too bad in my opinion. I already knew they had a lot of dolls in work, because if you look under the listing, they had a list of names, and there was a lot of people before me. Production itself didn't take that long. It was just the wait that took the longest. I'm kind of nervous. I'm so excited. Oh! Okay, first I see goodies. Let's open the goodies first. So I got a little baggie of snacks. They always include freebies, so I'm always happy. Dear Rihanna, stay always happy. We hope that they'll arrive safely. We hope you love it. We included a crystal bracelet for you too. Aww! They always just give the best freebies. They're so freaking sweet. I think I saved almost all their freebies. Ooh, it comes in a little pouch. Ooh, I got stickers again. I love, these are so freaking cute. Oh! Oh my god! It's so cute. I'm gonna wear it right now. I do like bead bracelet. Oh my god, the size face. Okay, ready? Set. I don't know how to do this. Okay. Woo. Ah! Oh, he's so baby. My little baby. Okay, it's all in the bag. Okay. I always, oh, their stickers. I always love their stickers for their bags. Okay. I always keep their bags too, so I can just keep the plushie clean and safe. Ooh, he's soft. He's chunky. Oh, okay. How interesting. His hair pieces are kind of stiff and pointy. Ow. His hair pieces were down, so I have to like put them up. They're stiff. They're like cardboard kind of things. What's up with that? How interesting. Oh, he's so cute. I think they're too stiff to cut. Oh, what's up with that? That's weird. He is so... Ow. That's what I mean when the hair is so pointy. Ow. I'm gonna blush him, and then I'm gonna put outfit on him. I forgot I had this, so this might go on him for now, because it looks so cute. It's so on theme. It's a chicken leg. This one, it has like, it's like the peach perfection shade. I like this because it gives you a good variety of shades. So light, good peachy medium tone, and then good dark peachy tone. So, and it comes with a brush. It's a little strong. I looked like I gave him a rash. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna go with a lighter shade. This red. Might be too red on him. Honestly, that kind of looks pretty good right now in camera. In person, I can't tell. I need like better lighting. A little bit blue stuff. I went for the lighter color. Let me look at their website to see if they've changed anything in terms of production. So it's still the same, where their base price is $100 USD, and then they charge more for the following: embroidery on like the hands or anything, like paws, logos, words, tattoos, $5 each depending on the complexity. Animal ears, at least $15 depending on the complexity. Can choose if you would like it to be sewn or detachable with magnets. An animal tail from $10. Can choose if you would like it to be sewn or detachable with a magnet. And then extra hair pieces or long hair, it's extra $5 depending on the character. And then redoing face embroidery. Interesting. Redoing face embroidery, for example, changing thread colors, mouth shape, etc. But that's $35 perfect. They can clarify that a little better to say, is it the embroidery before the doll is put together, or is it the embroidery even if like the doll is put together and it's like, as I said earlier, it stretches out and looks kind of weird? Can you still like go back and fix that? And then other add-ons is the skeleton installation, which is extra $10. Wings with backpack straps. That's cute. I think I have something like that actually. Animal ears and tail. Did I mention that? Earrings. I didn't know they do earrings. Like sewn-on earrings? I'm assuming sewn-on earrings. I wish my Zara was like that. And then wig hair. They have mass production now. Damn. Cost of production depends on the complexity of the doll. Minimum is 30 pieces. That's like step 2 of like paying for the production doll. Step 3 is choosing fabrics for skin and hair. On their website they say, we provide you pictures of all available fabrics for you to choose the ones you would like for your doll's skin and hair. Color on pictures may vary from monitor to monitor due to the photographing and lighting and the screen settings. We will not choose the colors on your behalf. We will only proceed after you choose the fabrics you would like. And then step 4, choose thread colors for embroidery. Oh, we let you choose thread colors now. So option 1, our team of professionals will choose the colors of the threads for embroidery. They will not let you know the colors they picked. Option 2, you can choose the colors of thread for embroideries yourself. Please note if you would like to change the thread colors after embroidery, it would be considered as redoing the face. That $35 per fix, which they should clarify when. Or which I guess I get right here. It says, please note that if you would like to change color threads after embroidering, check the digitalized design. We will send you pictures of the we will send you a picture of the doll embroidered design once it's been digitalized. The color of the lines embroidered is not the actual color of the lines that will be used for embroidering. This is only a sample of how the embroidery would look. The actual embroidery may differ slightly from the design due to the nature of the cloth and the embroidery process. Yes, you can make minor adjustments such as shifting the mouth higher or making the whites of the irises bigger. Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. We will begin embroidering once you confirm that you would like to proceed with the doll embroidery design. Step 6. Check the embroidery. We will send you a picture of the embroidered areas. If you decide to change the thread colors, etc., we can re-embroider the area again for additional charge, again to $35. We will process the stitch up and complete the doll once you have confirmed you would like to proceed with the embroidery design. Step 7. Await doll completion and shipment. We will send you a picture once the doll is completed. Please note that this time needed for doll production is 3 months. I think that means the entire process, which was really fast for me. I can't say for you, but for me it was pretty fast in terms of actually working on the doll. Please also account in time needed for your completed doll to reach us for a final quality check, about 1 month. Okay, so yeah, I am right about how it's from somewhere else and you gotta ship it to Singapore. Even then, it was still pretty fast for me because it was still like within a month. Estimated shipping to the US is 2 to 8 weeks. Mine was like around 2 weeks. UK is 2 to 3 weeks, and then others is 2 to 6. Well, obviously now during Christmas or whatever, it's to be longer, but and then they leave in big red letters. Please take in consideration on the time needed to produce your doll. Do not order if you cannot wait. Dolls are handmade and hand-sewn. Minor imperfections are unavoidable with handiwork, unlike machine-produced goods. Do not order if you are unable to tolerate traces of handiwork. No refunds will be given due to the nature of the item, custom made. So, all makes sense, all makes good. So that's what they say on their website now, and they also include a bunch of pictures. Like, the one they have of Dobby is so freaking good. I love it, actually. Like, the whole body piece, I bet that was, like, a work. But that one's really cool. I like the white hair on him. And then my baby's up there as well. The Killing Stalking one of the main character, he was really cool as well. Like, the facial expression they did for him was, like, spot on. That one's really good. And all the rest of them are super cute as well. Actually, let me do that right now and check. Let's see. I'm gonna go to their website. I'm gonna put something in my cart and see if it's free shipping. Or see if they have a shipping policy. What they say. So they don't have like an exact thing. So I'm gonna add something to my cart. And then see. I'm gonna do a doll. Let's see. Add the cart. Check out. This is, the Bulgy is $31. So I might have to pay for shipping for him. So it says below 250 grams is $12 for shipping, which sounds about right for some places. Let me add more stuff to my cart to see. Because I know on Etsy if you got over $35, you were good. So I have Boji, which is basically $40, and then I have a outfit that's $27. So that adds up to be $22 for shipping? What? Okay, now I'm confused because it says below 500 grams. I'm assuming it means grams. I guess no matter what you do, it's still gotta pay for shipping either way. So it's kind of a bummer. If you're used to like their Etsy and getting free shipping for them, that can be a wrench in your like finances. That's why I bought a lot of my stuff from them, was because they had a lot of free shipping for stuff, and you can get free shipping. So that kind of sucks for you in that case. Let me see. Let me add another doll. So this lamb is $40. Boji is $40. Checking out. Yeah. So if you look at the summary, I got 2 dolls that are $40 each plus $22 or $21 shipping, so it adds up to be $101. It says Singapore money. Actually, let me look up Singapore money to USD. If it is in Singapore dollars, so $101 in Singapore money is basically $75 in US money, which sounds about right compared to what I would usually buy in the. This is a sale right now though, so I don't know. Let me look at the thingy. So I don't get any discounts for sale right now. $22 in Singapore money is $15, so very fair. Because you're shipping overseas and it ships pretty fast. It sounds low-key cheaper from what it sounds like. So if we just divide the 75 divided by 2 dolls, that's around $40 each for the dolls, even with shipping. So that sounds about right, honestly. Weirdly enough, huh? Because I used to pay like, I think almost $50 for each doll. One of my Zoros, my puppy Zoro, I paid $52. It turned into a weird turn. This is what I do in my free time whenever I'm just looking at things. Putting things in my cart and looking at shipping prices and calculating. But real quick, to sum up my thoughts, and give everything right now looking at it, since it's been a month and a half basically since I've had this Luffy, and I do love him. His derpy face has grown on me, and also I've added sticker to his face. So not to say like I'm trying to cover up his flaws, I do like his face with or without the pacifier. The pacifier makes sense because he's like a crying baby right now, so he is the cry baby. But yes, I want a Luffy hat. I wish they had the option to like make custom clothes as well, because I do want a Luffy hat. I'm thinking about commissioning someone who crochets or knits to make me one. There is somebody who makes like anime hats or anime things for their cats, so I might commission them to ask if they can make a Luffy hat, but just like for my doll. The blush is not too strong. It's faded off a little bit since then. You can kind of see it. I think a blush can definitely help him out in terms of like all that extra space between his eyes. Again, that's not pressure with them, because that just happens when you stretch fabric out when you stuff it. So that's not really their issue. I love that he's chunky. He's not hard to dress. I never really clarified I wanted a 20 centimeter doll. It's good that they assume I wanted a 20 centimeter. I think they did one that was like 40 centimeters based on their website. I think I saw one that said 40 centimeters or 60, so that's cool that they have options. I haven't seen them do like a 10 or 15 yet. I wonder what that price would be for that. Is it gonna be like, if it's a 10 centimeter, are you gonna charge the base price of $100 as well, or is it gonna be a little bit less because it's smaller, or like what's the thought process behind that actually? That's a good thing to know. Love the embroidery. I think the embroidery is really good still. Quality as well. I love that it's super soft. I thought his hair was gonna be more fuzzy, but I still like the texture. I think the only real critique I have is that the hair pieces are sharp still, which I mentioned in my unboxing. And like, I don't know what it is. It feels like Papa broke something in there. I don't know what it is, but I think it's like plastic in the hair. I like the shape of his hair. In like real life, his hair pieces do not look that big at all. There you go. It's not that big in like real life. It looks kind of big on camera now, but like in real life it looks good. I think the reason why it looks big is not because of hair pieces, it's because of his actual hit. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad that I spent $160 on him, so I think it's worth it. And you also gotta remember, like, this is the only Luffy out there, and it's for me. I want to get this Luffy an outfit, but I have no idea what to get him yet. He's so cute. Let me remove the pacifier so you can see his face. His full face. So cute! Also, I could also question like the body type as well, because I know they have different body types, like regular, pom-pom, and then pom-pom plus. Maybe we should clarify that on their website as well. It's another side thing if they get to do that, because I think I saw some of their like samples they did, or some of the commissions orders they have, where one of them is like really chunky. So I wonder how that process went as well, and like if they pay extra for that. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. I will probably get my Black Star from them, because their process is very simple. And now that I've gone it once, I know what to expect. I don't know when it's gonna be, because that's gonna be a good chunk of money. And Blackstar has so many different elements to him. I hope this video was educational for you, both for like people watching this to see how the process went, and for tags, and hope it gave you some good feedback on the process and what I think could maybe like, there's not really much to work on, to be honest. So it's just like clarifying things and just other questions I have. It's not like I had bad experience whatsoever. They're such freaking awesome people over there. I definitely say support them. They're so freaking cool. And if you ever like need to look for a doll, you can just ask them, honestly, because like that's how I did with Luffy. They found it for me. I don't know if it's a special case, because I remember the custom listings back then on Etsy. If you were looking for a certain doll, you can ask them for help. So they are very good, and it's very a reliable source. They are very good. They give you good quality dolls for a very good reasonable price. Free shipping. Yeah, please go support them. They are such amazing people. Go support other creators of doll plushie makers, because they are high quality. They are so amazing. That will be it from me today. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I hope you guys be safe. A lot is going on in the world, and if you are struggling, go find somebody to help you with that, because don't struggle alone. It's a lot. So I hope you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all of you. And I will see you on my Instagram, because I don't know when we are posting it on this channel after this. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Do you guys prefer to go by tags or by TTAGS? Cause I might start calling you tags now because it's just easier for